Hi, my name is Carolyn McCarthy, and this is going to be a very quick tutorial on 10 common keyboard shortcuts that make your life a whole lot easier. I'm going to start with the Gettysburg address. I'm going to start with a Word document with the Gettysburg address that I've copied into it, zoomed in a little bit, and you'll notice that there's a red squiggly line under this word that says Farthers, which is obviously a misspelling of fathers. And if I right click on that, and that's one of the things that people need to get used to doing, is doing a right click, and you'll see that it actually produces the words that will correct it. So I went ahead and did that. The next thing we're going to do is take a look at how to get rid of a word that's there very quickly. And I'm going to just put my mouse right where it says forefathers, because that was not part of the original address. I'm going to put my mouse there and double click quickly. When I do, notice that it highlights the entire word. You don't have to click and drag across it, and I can just do the backspace key and it's gone. That's a double click. I'll do it on fathers. Notice that it will highlight any word that you put your mouse in and then do a quick double click. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that you can see what happens with a double click and a triple click. So double click, remember, was a single word, and that's double clicking with my left mouse button. I'm going to do a triple click this time. Notice that it takes the entire paragraph. That's one of the great ways to select text very quickly, is that triple click. That's one of the ways to select text very quickly, is that triple click. I'm going to click away from it so that it's not highlighted anymore, and then I'll do a triple click again. So if I wanted to copy that, there's a shortcut, of course, for copying, and that is, of course, a Control-C, where I click and hold down the Control and then hit C. You see nothing happen. But if I go ahead and I'll move down further on the page, and I'll put down below the next chapter, if I do a Control-V for voila, or Velcro, it's right there. So that was with a Control-C to copy and a Control-V to paste. So let's look at that again. I can triple click on this paragraph. I can also right click and go to copy. Okay, so I don't even have to leave my mouse. If I scroll down the page, put my mouse further down, and right click and choose paste. Okay, and it gives me some paste options, but I can go ahead and paste it, and it's right there. Now, one of the nice things also is to be able to get rid of something that you've done, to undo it. And I call that my Control Zap. So if I do a Control Z, you'll notice that it gets rid of it, and it will remember the last several things that I did. So a Control Z will take it all away. One of the other handy things is the Control A. And of course you can figure out with that first letter, Control A selects everything on the page. So if you're on a website and you wanted to copy everything that's on that website, Control A. Everything on your page, Control A. And that gives you all of it. And then you can do whatever it is. You want to change the formatting or something else like that. It does a great job. Here's a neat feature that I'm going to show you, and that's like if we wanted to put a line underneath Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I'm going to go ahead to the end of the line and hit enter, and instead of having to hold down the space bar or the underline key, I'm just going to tap it 3 times and then hit enter. Notice that will put a line right across your page. If you wanted to do a equal sign, so that you have a double underline, 3 taps, and then hit enter. It runs it right across the page for you. Very handy. Okay, the next thing. Let's say that you want to hyperlink something. So I went to the web to get this Gettysburg address, and now I'm going to go ahead and show you about hyperlinking. And one of the neat things is I can click at the beginning of some text I want, and then hold down the Shift key and click at the end of it. And this works great for when you're going down a long page and scrolling, and you're trying to grab just a certain amount of text. All you do is click once, and I'll do it again for you. Click once at the beginning of the text that you want. Hold down your Shift key and click where it ends. Now that I've got that text, I'm going to do a Control K. That's the shortcut for hyperlink. So here's Control K, and I'll paste in the web address and say OK, and it is now hyperlinked. And you'll notice that if I put my mouse over it, it shows you the hyperlink. So that's the great hyperlink control combination The next one is going to be Control F. Sometimes you want to find something, a word, that's throughout the document. So if I do a Control F for find, it will bring up a search box, and then you can search for the, for instance, and see how often you've used it. And it will highlight the everywhere in the document. And you'll notice that it's even highlighted things that just have THE as part of the word. If I want to only find just the word the, I'll go up to the menu at the top where it's the home page part and click on Find and do an advanced find. Here I can then say I want to just match the whole word only and go ahead and say Find. And I can say Find in the main document, and it will then identify those now in a different color that are just the word the. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and undo all of that with a Control Z to zap that, and I can close out the little navigation find window. The next one I want to show you is one of the things I think is really cool. I'll take Fourscore. I'm going to highlight that, and we want to do a Shift F3. Notice that the first time I hit it, it turned it to be all capitals. I'll hold down Shift and hit F3 again, and it's all lowercase. And I'll hold down Shift and F3 again, and it becomes the first letter is capitalized. Now let's look at doing that to a title. I'll go ahead and take this one that says the next chapter. We'll take that whole section. I'll do a Shift F3. Everything goes caps. Shift F3 again. Everything is small lowercase. Shift F3 again, and it's now the first letter of each word is capitalized. That is a real quick shortcut for saving a lot of time. Okay, the next one is called Format Painter. And this is one of my favorites as well. So let's take an example, and let's just put our mouse in the middle of this Gettysburg Address. It has a particular formatting style. And I'm going to go ahead and click on this little thing that looks like a paintbrush. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and double click on it, and you'll notice that my cursor looks like it has a paintbrush attached. I'm going to go down below to where it says the next chapter, and I'm just going to click and highlight across that, and notice it changes that and matches the formatting. It's painting the formatting of the heading that I had there down below. And it'll do that for anything, whether you want bold highlighting, anything, it will copy the formatting for you. So there it is. You've got all of the little shortcuts in a quick tutorial. Thanks for listening and watching.